Following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Satter wants the ball. He's going to maybe tee it up for 11-3. He got it! 11 three-pointers for Ty Satter. It's unbelievable.
Here comes the Fusion the other way. Nice ball in towards Kamai. Kamai able to set it down. Kamai beating the keeper. Shot on the way, and Kamai scores. 1-0 for the Fusion. And it's
1-2 pitch. Line shot up the middle. One run will score. Deer rounding third. He's coming to the plate.
Verwest, they center in front. Scarborough down low, loose in front, in for a goal. South Shaley gets the first goal of this East Region title.
Let's turn things over to the broadcast booth. The pregame show starts now.
All right, welcome to day 3 of the State AA tournament here at Astoria Field in Dickinson, and we're getting ready for 8 teams, and 4 of those 8 teams will see their season come to a conclusion today. Dickinson Mandan will start it off. We'll follow it up with Grand Forks and Jamestown. The winner of Dickinson Mandan will play Fargo Post 400 at 4 o'clock today. And then the winner of Grand Forks Jamestown will play Williston in our nightcap at 7 o'clock this evening. So, like I said, I guess there's only 6 teams, and 4 of them will see their seasons come to an end today. Not 8 teams, but 6 teams, and 4 will see their season come to a conclusion today. So once again, Dickinson Mandan, how we got here to this point: Fargo Post 400 defeated Grand Forks 10-5 in the opening game of the tournament, and then Dickinson would fall 5-3 in 8 innings to Williston. And then in day 2, it was West Fargo with an 8-1 win over Mandan, and Minot with an 8-7 win over Fargo Post 400. A 6-5 win for Bismarck over Jamestown, and Fargo Post 2 won by the score of 8-0 last night over Williston. And that sets us up for today's matchups: Dickinson Mandan, Grand Forks versus Jamestown. Williston will play the winner of Grand Forks Jamestown. Fargo Post 400 will play the winner of Dickinson Mandan. And then 2 of tomorrow's matchups have been decided, and that's West Fargo and Minot at 10 a.m., Fargo Post 2 and Bismarck at 1 p.m., and then we'll have 2 of those 4 teams playing at 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. against the winners of today's 4 and 7 p.m. games. Hopefully that made sense. Let's go over the lineups here as they're going over the lineups on the field right now for Mandan, who are in their green jerseys with yellow numerals and lettering and trimmed in, I think, a yellow, or maybe it's white, or maybe it's both. We'll just go with green and yellow. Your batting lineup here for Mandan, who will be the visitors on the scoreboard via a coin flip. It is the 1, 2, and 3 batters: shortstop Hudson Sheldon, starting pitcher Lucas Burgum, and first baseman McCoy Keller. The middle of the order at 4, 5, and 6 is third baseman Braden Bunnell, center fielder Dylan Gerke, and right fielder Jamison Nelson. The bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9, is second baseman Tate Olson, catcher Tucker Horner, and left fielder Mason Oster. And for the Dickinson Rough Riders, 1, 2, 3 batters are shortstop Jaden Bass, starting pitcher Carson Weiler, and first baseman Isaac Daly. The middle of the order at 4, 5, 6 is right fielder Caden Krieg, third baseman Landon Olson, and left fielder David Seibel. The bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9, center fielder Colin Cheddar, the catcher Malachi Medina, and the second baseman Camden Kubis. And those are your starting 9 in the batting lineups there for Mandan and Dickinson. We're going to take a break as we got the national anthem coming up here momentarily. We'll be back in a moment on Magnitude Sports. Thanks so much for tuning in this morning. We'll talk to you again here in a moment.
Bar 9 in West Fargo is your stop for that pregame lunch and for the postgame celebration. With over 30 TVs, you can catch your team anytime. We have a delicious food menu including wings, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Enjoy it inside or head on outside, day or night, to relax in the comfort of our updated outdoor patio. We also have slots, blackjack, pull tabs, and all gaming proceeds earned go to support West Fargo baseball. So catch your team's game tonight at Bar 9, 1405 Prairie Parkway in West Fargo.
There's never a bored moment at Touchmark.
Here, it's always something going on. If I want to do it, I do it. If I don't, I don't.
The whole community has so much going on, activities for each day, basically, and everything's right there.
There's always enough to keep me busy.
We have stuff day to day, such as gardening club, but we also have our big signature events like our Touchmark Woodstock event. There's never really a time to be bored if you don't want to be.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them. And that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
I think what makes Proceed win is we're different than the other companies in many ways with our programming, our simplicity, our non-corporate attitudes, and our personal relationship building.
What Proceed is, we bring back the old-fashioned seed buying experience. We're true seedsmen. We care about everything from the sale to the planting to following up afterwards. That's what we're all about, is just trying to bring that experience back to a personal level.
Need seed, think Proceed. Proceed.net, great seed at a reasonable price.
Fargo Post 400 Baseball wishes the Stars, Astros, and Comets the best of luck in this year's tournaments.
Buffalo Wild Wings isn't supposed to make a burger this good. Like, you might even forget we have wings good. So we threw in 6 boneless wings for $1 as a reminder. Buy any burger, get 6 boneless wings for $1. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Abby says she wants to marry a B-Dubs honey barbecue wing. We get the sweet, tangy allure of honey barbecue sauce, but you can't marry a chicken wing. What are you going to serve at the wedding? Their family? 26 sauces and seasonings at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Hey, it's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcast on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best, then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to them today.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
West Fargo Baseball wishes the Patriots, Aces, and Vets the best of luck in this year's tournaments. All right, welcome back as we get ready to go here in this game between Mandan and Dickinson. And there you can see on your screen the updated bracket as of the completion of last night's games. And the winner of this one will move on to play the Fargo Post 400 Stars at 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Mountain. And the winner of our second game here, Grand Forks and Jamestown, will play Williston. And then we'll play those 2 games as our 2 games in the night in the second half of our day. And then I'll wrap up day 3 here. Yeah, we're on day 3, right? So 4 games today and then 4 more games tomorrow. And then the schedule gets a little bit lighter with 3 on Friday. And then 1 for sure on Saturday and 2 if needed. So there's a look at your updated bracket once again. And we'll bring it to your live camera here. And that is Carson Weiler warming up on the mound here for Dickinson. And walking up to the plate is Hudson Sheldon for Mandan. So Weiler's tossing him into the glove of Malachi Medina. And then you got Isaac Daly at first, Camden Kubis at second, Jaden Bass shortstop, Landon Olson at third, Caden Krieg in right field, David Seibel in left field, Colin Cheddar in center field. And the first pitch comes across for a strike. And it's 0-1 now here to Hudson Sheldon. Lucas Bergman and McCoy Keller will be the next two batters that we see here. And that will be a foul ball down the third baseline. And he'll foul that one away as well. And remain at no balls and 2 strikes. And now they'll throw it up to first, and that'll be an out. So going to the books is a drop third strike officially there. And we'll turn on our other microphone here. So 1 out now for Lucas Burgum. Sun is extremely bright right now. It's tough to see some of the stuff here. 3 balls and 1 strike. And that one is heading towards third, and there'll be a 5-3 ground out. And that'll be out number 2. McCoy Keller, the batter now. Ball 1 as the pitch goes to the outside here. If Keller can reach brace, it'd be Braden Bennell who would be up next here for Mandan once again. The winner of this one plays Fargo Post 400 today at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock Mountain or 5 o'clock Central. 4 o'clock for our Dickinson fans watching and 5 o'clock for our Mandan fans watching. Let's put it that way. 2-0. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. And that one is fouled down the third base line. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch here for Weiler, and he got him. A strikeout, and that will end the top of the first. It is a 1-2-3 inning here for Dickinson on Mandan, and now the Rough Riders bring up Jaden Bass, Carson Weiler, and Isaac Daly when we return after the break here on Magnitude Sports.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate-controlled hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full-swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Chiropractic.
Welcome back to Astoria Field here. 15 pitches for Weiler after the top of the first. It's Lucas Burgum on the mound for Mandan. He'll toss that first pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. Burgum tossing him into the glove of Tucker Horner. We'll go around the bases here in just a moment. And that'll miss for a ball, and it's 1-1. The batter is Jaden Bass. We'll also see Carson Weiler and Isaac Daly this inning for Dickinson as well. 1-1 pitch from Burgum. And guys, nice pitch. He went over the inside edge of the outside edge of the plate. 1-2. And this one up the middle, a couple bounces. Sheldon picks it up, and over to first, they get the out on time.
Batting next, the Rough Rider pitcher, number 7, Carson Weiler.
And this one is served up into center field, and the catch is made there by Gerke. So Carson Weiler will fly out on one pitch to center field for out number 2. And Isaac Daly's the batter now. Isaac Daly in the game versus Williston that went 8 innings had a reached on a fielder's choice, had 2 ground outs to second and a fly out to right. Two away, and the pitch is fouled at the plate for strike 1. One ball, one strike. We're going to keep it on the wide shot camera here because, like I said, it's a little bright in here, and a little bit later in the day it'll be easier to see our monitor here. Two and one here to Isaac Daly, and the pitch is in for strike 2, and that'll even things up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. 9 minutes into the ball game. This is the 10th pitch for Lucas Burgum. And this one grounded foul, first base side, and we'll stay at 2-2. Once again, Dickinson fell to Williston 5-3 in 8 innings to reach this game. Mandan lost 8-1 to West Fargo to arrive in this game today in that 10 o'clock game yesterday morning. So Mandan playing back-to-back 10 o'clock games in this tournament to start off the tournament. 2-2, number 2 is high, and ball 3 in a full count now here to Isaac Daly. Caden Krieg is on deck here for Dickinson. Payoff pitch with 2 away. Here it comes, swing and a miss, and that is a strikeout, and that will also end the first inning of play. 12 pitches for Burgum in that first inning. And we go to the second here with due up Braden Bennell, Dylan Gerke, Jamison Nelson, 4, 5, and 6 batters when we return for Mandan right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Boston Pizza harnessed Fanalytics to help optimize no-look dipping. Ooh, making adjustments so you can stay focused on the game. The playoffs at Boston Pizza, powered by Fanalytics.
At Boston's, we make crowd pleasers like this.
Yes. Woo!
And these.
So good!
And definitely this.
I love you! Woo!
Stop by or book your catering order online and we'll make you a fan.
Braden Bennell for Mandan leads it off here. And the first pitch will come in low for ball 1. Also see Dylan Gerke and Jamison Nelson. It's the middle of the order. 4, 5, 6 batters for the Mandan Chiefs. And that pitch is low for ball 2. There's a strike, 2-1. Right down the middle. Heater came across the plate at 78 degrees, and that's, or I'm sorry, 78 miles per hour is what I meant to say. It's 6 faster than the current temperatures. That's a fly out to Colin Cheddar in center field for Bennell, and that will put one out on the board and bring us to Dylan Gerke now. That pitch will miss for a ball. It's 1-0 here to Dylan Gerke in the game against Williston. Or I'm sorry, in the game against West Fargo. Gerke had an infield hit, a pop out to third, and a ground out to second. 3 balls and no strikes now to Gerke. And there's a strike, even though it kind of looked like a ball. And 3-1. And this one's going to center. Charging in is Colin Cheddar. He'll drop for a base hit. And Mandan has a runner on base to bring up Jamison Nelson to the plate.
Walking up to the plate for the Chiefs, right fielder, number 20, Jamison Nelson.
Strike 1. Took it looking. Almost over the middle of the plate, just a hair to the inside, and now pick-off attempt on Gerke at first, and Gerke slides back head first in time. Want to welcome our friend Dan, who's listening to the broadcast Bluetooth in his car as he's working today. So I'll do my best to bring you a radio broadcast so you can keep your focus on driving here, Dan. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count now here to Jamison Nelson. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and a pickoff attempt on that 1 runner on, which was Dylan Gerke, and once again he's back in time. 15 minutes into the ball game, Tate Olson awaits on deck here for Mandan. 1 away in the pitch, and now the throw up to second, and he's in safely. Dylan Gerke got the left hand on the second base bag before the throw came up there, and the pitch came across as a ball to make the count 2 balls and a strike. And Dylan Gerke gets credit for a stolen base. Malachi Medina is the catcher. We haven't gone around the bases yet for Dickinson. We'll do that here. He just went up and had some words one-on-one with Carson Weiler. You got Isaac Daly at first, Camden Kubis at second, Jaden Bass, the shortstop, Landon Olson at third, Colin Cheddar in center, David Seibel in left, and Caden Krieg in right. 2 balls and a strike here to Jamison Nelson. The 2-1 pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 2. So strike, ball, and strike to arrive at our 2-2 count. No score here on your Proceed scoreboard in the top of the second with 1 away. Runner in scoring position is Gerke. He dances a little bit there as Weiler stares back at him. Now he'll deliver to the pitch and miss to the outside, and it's ball 3. And a full count here to Jamison Nelson. Throw back to second. It's a little bit off to the right side of the bag, and Gerke got his right hand onto the bag and back in time on a head first slide. So payoff pitch coming up here for Weiler on Nelson. Weiler gets the signal. Now he takes a look back at second, and he'll deliver. Payoff, and that one's going to right field. It's going deep, and could it have the distance in it? Is foul. It just drifted to the right side of the foul pole, and it didn't drift to the right side. It was fair until the ball got to the warning track, and then it drifted to the right of the foul pole. And that goes into the books as a strike. It's still 3-2 though, with that fouled away pitch. But man, if he would have waited just a split second to take his swing, that would have been a 2-run homer. 320 down the left and right field lines. Here's a grounder towards third, but that will also drift foul. And we'll do it all over again at 3-2. Weiler looks back at second, delivers, and this one will, nope, it's going to be scooped up by Jaden Bass. He'll fire it over to first, but the throw is high. Isaac Daly had to jump up in the air, and as a result, Nelson is safe at first. And there are runners on first and second now for Mandan with 1 out.
Coming out to bat for the Mandan Chiefs, second baseman, wearing number 13, Tate Olson.
They're going to give him a hit for that one. Tate Olson, the batter. Weiler stares back at Gerke on second, delivers. Olson right up the middle, and it sneaks by a diving Camden Kubis into shallow center field. And now the Mandan Chiefs, on their second hit of the game, have a bases loaded scenario here on the single by Tate Olson. Tucker Horner is the batter now. 1 away, bases loaded. You got Dylan Gerke on third, Jamison Nelson on second, Tate Olson on first here for the Mandan Chiefs. We're in the top of the second with 1 away, no score yet, but that could potentially change here soon unless Weiler can strike out Horner or maybe get a runner picked off. And a little grounder towards third, and he mishandles the ball, and everybody is safe. That will be an error on the third baseman. Had the third baseman fielded that one correctly, there would have been 2 outs on the board. And Mandan takes a 1-0 lead.
Batting number 2, left fielder Mason Olson.
Dylan Gerke scores on the air. Jamison Nelson to third. Tate Olson to second. On the Tucker Horner hit towards third that resulted in the error. And now Mason Oster, 1 ball, no strike. And now Weiler will deliver the 1-0 pitch, and Oster sends it foul off to the first base side. We're at 1-1. "20 minutes into the ball game now. Hudson Sheldon awaits on deck. Oster's the 9 batter. Sheldon's the 1 batter. We'll flip it to the top of the order here if no double plays occur, and Oster can, well, even if Oster doesn't reach base, as long as a double play doesn't happen, we're fine, and we'll see the top of the order again. 2-1 now here to Oster. That one's a little bit high. Went upstairs for ball 3. 76-mile-per-hour pitch from Carson Weiler. Three balls and a strike here to Oster. The 3-1 pitch. Right down the heart of the strike zone. Full count, 3-2. That one came across at 77 degrees. Once again, it's 72 right now as of the start of the game when I last checked it. And it feels much warmer than that. I'll just leave it at that. Payoff pitch here, Weiler. It's on the way, and this one's going to right center field. And it'll drop for a base hit over the head of Colin Cheddar. Coming in to score is Nelson. Rounding third from second is Tate Olson. And the throw to home is just a little bit late. And it's a 2-run double from Mason Oster to give Mandan a 3-0 lead. Nelson scores, Tate Olson scores, Tucker Horner makes it to third as Oster gets himself a 2-run double. And now a slow walk from the Dickinson coach up to the mound here at the 22-minute mark of the ball game. 1 out, 2 runners on, second and third, 3-0 ball game. 3 runs on 4 hits so far here for Mandan. So after a scoreless first, Mandan breaks the goose egg with 3 runs here in the top of the second. Hudson Sheldon back to the top of the order. He was thrown out on a drop third strike last time he was at the plate. And now Hudson Sheldon sends it towards center field. And it looks like Cheddar has it, and he does. And now tagging on third is Tucker Horner, and he will slide in. The left hand touches the plate. The throw is off to the right side of the plate. Malachi Medina had no opportunity to apply a tag, and that will bring in Tucker Horner to make it a 4-0 ball game. So it goes in the books as a sac fly for Hudson Sheldon to center field. And Mason Oster will stay on second. He's the lone runner on base now. It's Lucas Burgum, the batter. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out to the pitcher last time he was at the plate. 1 ball, no strike here to Lucas Burgum. McCoy Keller, who's on deck, is the one who started this inning. No, I take that back. Braden Bennell is the one who started this inning, so he's 2 batters away. So this is Lucas Burgum's the 8th batter of the inning now. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now a pass ball will get Mason Oster over to third base. 2 balls and a strike here to Lucas Burgum. Weiler winds, delivers the 2-1, and Burgum sends it to left center. And left fielder David Seibel is running over, but it'll actually be Colin Cheddar, the center fielder, who will almost crisscross with Seibel, and he's the one who makes the catch. So they strand one on base, they strand Oster on third, but they get 4 runs across as we wrap up the top half of 2. And on your Proceed scoreboard, it is 4 runs on 4 hits on 1 Dickinson error and 1 left on base here for the Mandan Chiefs. And we head to the bottom of the second after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Bar 9 in West Fargo is your stop for that pregame lunch and for the postgame celebration. With over 30 TVs, you can catch your team anytime. We have a delicious food menu including wings, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Enjoy it inside or head on outside, day or night, to relax in the comfort of our updated outdoor patio. We also have slots, blackjack, pull tabs, and all gaming proceeds earned go to support West Fargo baseball. So catch your team's game tonight at Bar 9, 1405 Prairie Parkway in West Fargo.
There's never a bored moment at Touchmark.
Here, it's always something going on. If I want to do it, I do it. If I don't, I don't.
The whole community has so much going on, activities for each day basically, and everything's right there.
There's always enough to keep me busy.
We have stuff day to day, such as gardening club, but we also have our big signature events like our Touchmark Woodstock event. There's never really a time to be bored if you don't want to be.
All right, welcome back. It's Caden Krieg, batter 4 in the lineup here for Dickinson. And that is a very interesting strike. Low and out, but must have been elevated just barely high enough to keep it in the strike zone. 0-1. And that one's low and inside for ball 1. So we're at 1-1 strike now here. Caden Krieg will see Landon Olson and David Seibel this inning as well. And pitch 15 for Burgum is a pass ball through the 5-hole Tucker Horner, and it is 2-1. Swing and a miss. He may have got a piece of it. Either way, it's strike 2. I think the pitch skimmed the bottom of the bat as Krieg followed through with his swing. I'll let you decide if you put it in as a strike swinging or a fouled away pitch. Either way, it's strike 2. And there's strike 3. A pitch low to the outside. Krieg chased it. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He did not. He must have got a piece of it because he did swing, but he's still at the plate. So 2-2. Strike, ball, fouled away. We'll hold off on that strikeout for the moment. Burgum will try and get it here. 2-2, number 2, and this is bounced over the head of Burgum, and Tate Olson will pick it up, fire it over to first, and just got it there in the nick of time. And you hear moaning and unhappy sound effects from Mandan fans in attendance, and if I'm being honest, they might have a case to plead there. They thought that Caden Krieg was safe, but they're going to go into the books as a 4-3 ground out instead. And that puts one out on the board. Landon Olson in the game against Williston had a ground out to third, a fly out to left center, and a fly out to center. And this one served up, right field, pushes foul and out of play, strike 1. And now that next pitch will find the gap in right field. Did he make the catch? No, he did not. It was a nice attempt by Jamison Nelson, but he was able to knock it down and keep the ball from going behind him. And that will hold Landon Olson to a single instead of a double, possibly a triple.
Up next for the Rough Riders, your left fielder wearing number 6, David
That's the first hit of the game for Dickinson. Comes 29 minutes in. David Seibel now the batter. 3 flyouts, one to left center, one to center, and they pop out to the catcher in foul territory in that game against Williston. This one swung on and fouled away for strike 1. Not sure where that went, but I know it was fouled away. 0-1 the count and the pitch. Swung on, fouled back into the netting. Strike 2. Skims off the top of the bat and goes directly back behind home plate into the netting and the backstop there. Oh, 2. That one's popped up. Going to shallow right field. Tate Olson, second baseman's going after it. And one step into right behind first. He makes the catch. And that's out number 2. That brings up Colin Cheddar, the center fielder. Once again, runner on first for Dickinson's Landon Olson. 2 away. Cheddar in the game against Williston had a hit to left field. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And that one will miss inside. We'll even up the count at a ball and a strike. So Bergam will set now with the 1-1 count established. He will ignore the runner at first and deliver the 1-1, and it's a little bit low. It was down the middle of the plate, but it was a little bit low, and it's 2-1 as a result. If he would have elevated that one just a little bit higher, it would be 1-2 instead of 2-1. Once again, he'll ignore the runner at first, deliver the 2-1, and he tried to clip the inside edge of the plate and missed, and now it's 3-1. Bergam winds, 3-1 on the way, swing and a miss, strike 2. And another swing and a miss. And that's out number 3, and they'll strand Landon Olson on base on the strikeout for Bergam. It's Bergam's second strikeout of the game, and that puts a conclusion to inning number 2 here in our first of 4 elimination games during day 3 of the tournament. Mandan up 4-0 after 2 complete, excuse me. And we'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
29, Wilder, 45.
Fargo Post 400 Baseball wishes the Stars, Astros, and Comets the best of luck in this year's tournaments.
Buffalo Wild Wings isn't supposed to make a burger this good. Like, you might even forget we have wings good. So we threw in 6 boneless wings for $1 as a reminder. Buy any burger, get 6 boneless wings for $1. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Abby says she wants to marry a B-Dubs honey barbecue wing. We get the sweet, tangy allure of honey barbecue sauce, but you can't marry a chicken wing. What are you going to serve at the wedding? Their family? 26 sauces and seasonings at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Welcome back. Top of the third. It'll be McCoy Keller, Braden Bennell, and Dylan Gerke, the 3-4-5 batters for Mandan, leading it off here, as they have a 4-0 lead over Dickinson in our first of 4 elimination games today. Carson Weiler with his 46th pitch to start the top of the third. And pitch 46 is on its way, and it's inside for ball 1. Weiler was able to strike out Keller last time he was at the plate as he swung and missed there for a 1-1 count, and he went down swinging on that strikeout his last at bat as well. 1-1 on the way, and that one, nice pitch. 1-2. Over the left half of the plate. McCoy Keller, a right-handed batter, and now he'll send this one foul to the third base side and out of play. He'll stay 1-2. And this one is heading out towards left center field. Colin Cheddar's running after it all the way back. It's gone! It is a solo home run for McCoy Keller all the way to left center field. And Mandan continues to add to their totals. That was a good 370-some feet on that solo home run to basically center field, maybe a little bit off to the left of straightaway center.
Your third baseman, wearing number 7, Braden Bunnell.
Braden Bunnell, swing and a miss for strike 1. Bunnell flied out to center field last time he was at the plate. Umpire slowly walks out to meet up with Weiler and then slowly walks back behind Medina to get action going again here. 0-1. High, and we're at 1 ball, 1 strike. Scoreboard says 2-1, but it's 1-1. And that one is sent down the line, third base line and fair. And Bunnell will get a single out of that one. You couldn't get any closer to the third base line and not have it go foul. Nice hit there by Braden Bunnell.
Number 10, Dylan Gerke.
So Mandan with their 6th hit of the game now. And that first pitch will miss low for a ball. It's 1-0 to Dylan Gerke, who got a single earlier today into center field on his previous at-bat. Looks like he's squaring up. Third baseman comes in, and the pitch comes right down the middle for a strike. And never even attempted to make contact on that. Landon Olson, the third baseman, backs up, but not too far here. Gerke not showing any square-up signs yet, and he won't. And the pitch will float outside for ball 2, and it's 2-1. Braden Bunnell, the runner on first with nobody out here. 2 balls and a strike. Weiler will try and pick off Bunnell, but Bunnell's back in time. And the 2-1 high for ball 3. And a walk on the 3-1 count. Ball 4 comes in, and that puts 2 runners on base for Mandan. And the walk will push Braden Bunnell up to second, bringing up Jamison Nelson.
Your next batter, right fielder, number 20, Jamison Nelson.
2 runners left on base, 1 for each team so far in this game. And now Nelson's showing a square up. First baseman Isaac Daly comes up to play it. And he comes way up. I don't think I've seen a first baseman come up that far on a possible bunt before. Pitch will miss for a ball. It's 1-0. Once again, Bunnell on second, Gerke on first. No outs. I would expect Nelson to square up. He hasn't yet. Weiler checks the runner, and he will not square up. And the pitch will miss for ball 2. Weiler looks back at second and delivers the 2-0, and he'll miss outside for ball 3. So Nelson will likely take this pitch, whatever it is, ball or strike. He'll just watch the pitch fly by him as Malachi Medina walks the ball back up to Weiler instead of tossing it up to him. Shares some quick words, and now Medina will work his way back to home plate. 3 balls and no strikes to Jamison Nelson. Braden Bunnell on second, Dylan Gerke on first. And if Nelson walks here on this pitch, the bases would be loaded with nobody out. Tate Olson waiting on deck here for the Chiefs. And the 3-0 is in for a strike. It looked a little high, but they're going to award him the strike on that pitch. And it's 3-1. Wouldn't be surprised here if Nelson probably takes this next pitch for whatever it may be as well. And he does, but he takes it for strike 2, and now it's a full count. Ball, followed up by strike to bring us to our 3-2 count. Nobody out, runners on first and second. Weiler stares down Bunnell on second, now delivers the pitch, and that one's fouled away, and that one is into the street off the third base side. And we'll do the payoff pitch for a second time here on Nelson. So Weiler will get the signal from Medina. Now he'll set. He'll take a peek back at second, wind and deliver the pitch. And that one, a ground ball into right field. And that is going to send Bunnell around third. And the throw home is not going to be in time. Bunnell scores. The bases turn into first and second on the RBI single. That scores Bunnell from second, moves Gerke up to second, and now Tate Olson, the batter. And it is a 6-0 lead here for Mandan in the top of the third. Mandan, none in the first, 4 in the second, 2 so far here in the third. And a 6-run on 7 hit, and now an error as Nelson was leading off base. Isaac Daly, the first baseman, was not in a position to receive the pickoff attempt, and the pitch went all the way to the right side fence off the first base line, and as a result, the runners advanced 90 feet. And now Gerke to third, and that moves Nelson up to second. And an error charged. One ball, no strike here to Tate Olson, who's 1 for 1 with a single into center field last time he was at the plate. And the 1-0, and that is inside for 2 balls and no strikes. And the 2-0, and that will find the right field. Medium right field, scoring is Gerke, rounding third from second is Jamison Nelson. The throw to home is off to the left side of the plate as Nelson slides in for 2 more runs for Mandan and another base hit. And now it's an 8-0 game in favor of the Mandan Chiefs. And a visit to the mound here for Dickinson. They need to figure something out here quickly. And that'll do it for Carson Weiler. 69 pitches, 31 balls, and 38 strikes. And our new pitcher here is going to be, it looks like possibly Landon Olson. Yes, it is. I just now got a peek at his jersey number. So Landon Olson will come from third base and take over on the mound here for the Dickinson Rough Riders. And we'll see what they do at third base here. So it's a straight flop between Weiler and Landon Olson between third and pitcher. Once again, Weiler was 69 pitches, 38 of them were strikes. And now he moves over to third, and third baseman Landon Olson comes onto the mound.
I don't have to tell you it's hot out. The concession stand has your back for the following: ice cream, slushies, freeze pops, zingers on ice, and cold Coca-Cola.
So Weiler gives up 6 runs on 7 hits, strands only 1 Mandan runner on base, and he's responsible for possible runs 7 and 8 here. Wait, no, I'm sorry. He's already, those 2 came in and scored already, so he's responsible for nobody now. He's given up 8 runs on 8 hits, and he's left 1 runner stranded on base through 2 innings complete. He, even though he pitched in the third, he didn't record any outs, so he won't get any credit for the third inning. And we're 46 minutes into the ball game. Tucker Horner, batter 8 in the lineup, steps up to the plate here. It's a 2-run single for Tate Olson. And a bunt down the first base line. That's foul. Oh, 0-1 now here to Tucker Horner, who reached on an error last time he was at the plate. Pickoff attempt at first there on Tate Olson. He's back in time. Isaac Daly applied the tag right to the back of his number 13 on the back of his jersey, but Tate Olson slid underneath that tag. And remains 0-1 here as Landon Olson delivers. And that's one will bounce away a little bit to the right side of Medina. Medina is able to block it, but it's not going to be controlled well enough to keep Olson at second or at first, and he'll take off for second, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike as a result. Call that a wild pitch and not a stolen base for Tate Olson. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch is on the way. Swing and maybe fouled it, but foul tip caught, and it's strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes. Landon Olson with 3 pitches now. And this one snagged there by Kubis to keep it from going into center field. One ball, 2 strikes here to Tucker Horner. And the 1-2 delivery. High, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on 4 pitches by Landon Olson, and it's a 2-2 count here to Tucker Horner. And that pitch will miss for ball 3. Inside, maybe a little bit high on that pitch. And we have a full count now here with Mason Oster, the 9 batter, waiting on deck here for Mandan. Still nobody out in the top of the 3rd. Mandan's put 4 across the plate in the top of the 2nd, and now 4 in the top of the 3rd as well. Take an 8-0 lead. He will swing and he'll miss, and that'll be a strikeout swinging. So Landon Olson comes in, and he records the first strikeout of the day for him and the 3rd one for Dickinson pitchers in this game, and that puts out number 1 on the board.
Batting next for Mandan, the left fielder wearing number 2, Mason Oster.
And that one will not make it to the plate. It'll roll into the glove of Medina for ball 1 on Mason Oster. Tate Olson standing on second for the Chiefs in an 8-0 ball game here. And we're in the top of the 3rd with 1 out. And now throw back to second, and falling down is Tate Olson, and as a result, Olson gets it to Kubis, and Kubis is able to apply the tag as Tate Olson, when he turned around to slide back into second, he lost his footing and he came to a dead halt on his slide attempt. He had to get up and try again, and it was too late at that point. Unfortunate mishap there for Mandan. Now this ball pops away, and it'll be ball number 2. So 2 outs on the board now, no runners on base, and a 2-0 count. And the pitch is high for ball 3. And a strike is delivered there on the 3-0 count, and it's 3-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 3-2. And this one's right up the middle. It'll find its way into center field. It'll be a base hit and a single for Mason Oster. And Mandan continues to get runners on base here,
Up next,
as they've recorded their 9th hit of the game. 8 runs on 9 hits now, and 2 Dickinson errors, and still only 1 left on base for Mandan. This is Hudson Sheldon now. Dropped 3rd strike, thrown out, and scored a run via a sac fly assistance to center field. And this one's going to right, and it's going back to the scoreboard, and it is off the scoreboard and back into the field of play. It'll be a 2-run homer for Hudson Sheldon to right field. And that is a 10-0 ball game now here, or 11-0, I think. No, it's 10. On the scoreboard, it says visitors home, and then 1, 2, 3. And right to the left of that, right underneath the Coca-Cola sign, he banked it off the blue Midco Communications sign, and it bounced back into the field of play for a 2-run homer for Hudson Sheldon. And now Lucas Burgum steps up to the plate. Burgum grounded out to the pitcher and then fly out to left center. on his 2 trips to the plate so far today. And it is a 10-0 ball game. 10 runs on 10 hits. So McCoy Keller and now Hudson Sheldon are responsible for 3 of the 10 runs on 2 swings of the bat. As McCoy Keller got a solo home run about 370 feet to straightaway, well, straightaway just a little bit off to the left of straightaway center field. And now Hudson Sheldon dings one off the scoreboard and right for a 2-run shot. Two balls and 2 strikes here to Lucas Burgum. And Lucas Burgum sends one up very high, left field. David Seibel at the warning track makes the catch. And that'll be out number 3. And that will end the 3rd. They strand nobody on base. And they get 2 home runs in the same inning. McCoy Keller at the close to the start of the 3rd, and Hudson Sheldon with the 2-run homer close to the end of the 3rd. And they put 6 on the board here in the top of the 3rd, and they go now to a 10-0 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd. We'll be back with more in a moment on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned. Hey, it's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcast on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best. Then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to them today. Welcome back. It's Malachi Medina. And the second pitch comes in for ball 2 to Malachi Medina. 2 home runs in the top of the 3rd account for 3 of the 6 runs scored in the top of the 3rd for Mandan. And they now have a 10-0 lead established. And that one's hit well, and will it stay fair? No, it will not. It'll drop about a foot to the left of the foul line in left field. About midway into left field, it would drift foul, and it's 2-1. And a strike is called there, 2-2. That'll miss for a ball, low and out. Full count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Malachi Medina. Camden Kubis and Jaden Bass. It's batters 8, 9, and 1 this half inning for Dickinson. And that'll be a walk as Malachi Medina will draw the walk and get himself to first base. So a runner on with nobody out. And Camden Kubis is the batter.
Second baseman, wearing number 12. Camden Kubis.
That pitch will miss slowing out for a ball. It's 1-0. Here to Camden Kubis. Once again, Malachi Medina, the runner on first. And Jaden Bass, the batter on deck here for Dickinson. And that one's popped up right field, and Jamison Nelson is there with the catch. About 3-4 feet in front of the warning track in right field. And that is out number 1. Hit the 1 hour mark of this ball game now here in the bottom of the third. Jaden Bass grounded out to the shortstop last time he was at the plate, so the shortstop grounding out to the shortstop. I believe that was the play where Mandan fans thought he was out. I believe that. No, I take that back, because it was in the top of the inning when that happened and not the bottom of the inning. So that was a different play. Pitch misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Burgum will wind and deliver on that 1-0 pitch and miss slowing out for ball number 2. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball 3 now. Ball, striking a ball in that order. And now Tucker Horner will walk the ball back up to Lucas Burgum. I have Burgum at 41 pitches. So that means he's thrown 12 pitches so far here in the bottom of the third. That's pitch 13. That'll walk him on ball 4, and that puts 2 runners on for Dickinson. 2 on, 1 out. Carson Weiler now the batter.
The third baseman, number 7, Carson Weiler.
Weiler flied out to center field on his lone trip to the plate in this game. And this one's banged out to left field. It'll be a bouncing ball for a base hit. Now load the bases here for Dickinson. Malachi Medina to third, Jaden Bass to second, Weiler on first with the single, and Isaac Daly now the batter.
Isaac Daly.
And now we have a walk-up visit here from the green and yellow Mandan coach. We'll throw white in there too. That's his pants, white. And it looks like it'll just be a discussion at this point. Burgum at 43 pitches, 18 balls, 25 strikes on that last base hit. Daly will step into the batter's box, left-handed batter, and ball 1 as it floats to the outside. Thought my ears were deceiving me there. I thought I heard the umpire call strike, and I knew that wasn't a strike. 1-0. Swing and a miss. That is definitely a strike. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And that one's a little bit low for ball 2. Two, 1, and that one comes inside to even the count at 2-2. One out, base is loaded. Isaac Daly at a 2-2 count with Caden Krieg waiting on deck here for Dickinson. As they trail 10-0 and have a good opportunity to cut into that deficit here. 1 hour and 5 minutes into the ball game, and the pitch will miss for ball 3, and we have a full count now here to Isaac Daly. And will Burgum strike him out or give him a free run? Here's the payoff pitch. Strikeout. Daly goes down looking on that strikeout. And that'll bring to the plate Caden Krieg.
The Rough Rider right fielder, number 1, Caden Krieg.
So 2 outs now. And the base is loaded. Caden Krieg grounded out to the second baseman last time he was at the plate, and now Krieg calls time. And now he puts his hand back on the bat, and he'll take the pitch for strike 1. That was the quickest timeout I've ever seen by a batter. That was Lucas Burgum's 50th pitch, 21 balls, 29 strikes. An hour and 7 minutes in. Burgum will get the signal from Horner. Now he'll come set, wind, and deliver. And did he catch the edge? He tried, but he missed. 1-1. Carson Weiler, the runner on first. Jaden Bass, the runner on second. Malachi Medina, the runner on third. Caden Krieg, the 1-1 count to the batter, and Burgum winds and delivers. And he tried that same edge that he missed last time, and he missed again, and it's 2 balls and a strike now. 2 away in the bottom of the third. 10-0 Mandan on your Proceed scoreboard. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that one's served up left field, and now it's pushing foul, and now it's pushed out of play.
Reminder to return all balls to the concession stand for a big six buck.
And that one is also in the exact same spot as the previous fouled away pitch. Off the third base side and out of play. And a hard hit ball, 1 hop to short. Hudson Sheldon will get it over to first for the final out of the third. And they will strand 3 runners on base. And we go to the end of the third with Mandan maintaining their 10-0 lead. So the ground out will switch teams. It'll be McCoy Keller. He opened up the top of the third with a solo home run. He will open up the top of the fourth when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Rough Riders scored 0 runs on 1.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
Welcome back. Top of the fourth, McCoy Keller, Braden Bunnell, and Dylan Durkee, the 3-4-5 batters. And it was the 3-4-5 batters that led it off in the top of the third as well.
Mandan Chiefs, starting out the lineup.
So they batted all 9 of their batters in the top of the third inning. They got 6 of those across the plate, and 3 of them suffered outs 1, 2, and 3. First pitch here from Landon Olson is going to miss for a ball. And it's 1-0. Make that 2-0. And that pitch will bounce in for ball 3. So 3 pitches and 3 balls. We'll see if Landon Olson has a free strike coupon in the back of his pocket here. Keller will not be swinging here unless it's the pitch of his dreams. And he'll walk on ball 4. And that was definitely not the pitch of his dreams. I don't know of any batter who could have made a swing in contact on that particular pitch. That was really inside. So runner on now, and Braden Bunnell, 1 for 2 with a fly out to center and a single to left on his 2 trips to the plate.
Third baseman, number 7, Braden Bunnell.
Now Bach is called, and McCoy Keller will move to second as a result. Three umpires in this game. With runner on second, the 2 field umps are behind second and third, with the other ump behind home plate. And this one to left. And into foul territory, right on the line as it drifts back into fair territory. David Seibel will make the catch and record out number 1. And that'll be a fly out for Brunel, bringing up Dylan Gerke.
Up the bat, center fielder, number 10, Dylan Gerke.
One side of Jim, as well as Ken. Thanks for chiming in on the chat here. Yeah, Jim, I think he comically said nice camera work because, like I said earlier, back in like the second inning, I think, it's way too bright. The sun's shining in, and it's making it really hard to see the monitors against the sun. So we just put it on the wide angle until the sun gives us a little bit of a visual break, and then we'll start using our 2-camera system again. But I don't want you to miss any of the action just in case I can't see what's going on. So it's a lot easier to not move the camera when you can't see, for obvious reasons. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2 coming up here from Landon Olson. And I'll miss outside for ball 2. Dickinson suffering a little bit from the injury bug here. I think at some point yesterday I was told they were down 8 or 9 players, including one of their top players who injured himself in a game, at a regular season game against Minot. And as a result of that injury, he will miss this entire tournament, and he will also have a possibility of missing the fall sports season, is what I was informed. But they will decide that after they check up on his recovery progress from that injury. I believe it was an ankle injury, tore like not an ACL, but I think it's the LCL. I forgot what the other letter is in that little section of the foot with all those muscles, but 1 ball, no strike. Whichever one he tore, he's out for a while. He's recovering. We wish him a speedy recovery. And this one hit out to left field, and it's caught by the center fielder, Colin Cheddar. And that will retire Mandan here in the top of the 4th. They strand 1 on base, and we go now to the bottom of the 4th here. With your score, Mandan 10 and Dickinson 0. Didn't get through 9 batters in the top of the 4th like they did in the top of the 3rd. But they still have that 10-0 lead. We'll be back in a moment with more here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Score, the Mandan Chiefs 10. Dickinson Rough Riders 0. Do up for the Rough Riders. Olsen, Simon, Cherry.
All right, accidentally hit the wrong button there. So, and we're gonna hit one more button. There we go. Now your numbers are right. We'll take a break and we'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
All right, welcome back. It's Landon Olsen. He'll take the first pitch down low for a ball. Olsen singled into right field last time he was at the plate. 1-0 pitch. Did that hit him? I think it must not have. Otherwise, he would be taken off for first. 2-0. And now a swing, and that will find the ground in right center field. It'll be a base hit for Landon Olsen. He gets on base. David Seibel now the batter for Dickinson. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out to the second baseman, 1 step into right field.
Score, left fielder, wearing number 6, David Seibel.
So we've seen as many home runs in this game as we had seen in the whole tournament prior to this game starting. And now we have 4 home runs in this tournament, all 4 of them happening in the last 24 hours. Ooh, that one came close to nicking Seibel on the elbow. It's 1-1. And a swing and a miss for a strike. Let me double check the numbers here, make sure I made all those corrections accurately here. Yep, every number on your screen is correct now, including the ball strike count. 1-2. And right back, 1 hop to Burgum. Burgum up to second, and now Sheldon over to first for the 1-6-3 double play. Pitcher, shortstop to first, puts 2 outs on the board, clears the count for center fielder Colin Cheddar. 2 away now. Cheddar struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. And this one served up right field. Going after it is Nelson in foul territory. He'll drop for a strike. So 0-1 here to Cheddar with 2 away in the bottom of the 4th. And he'll check his swing, but the ball will hit the end of the bat, and he'll go foul for strike 2. And this one foul down the third base line. It'll stay strike 2. Well, I'm glad it wasn't a wisecrack, Jim. I'm glad that I've been doing a good job on video that I cannot see what I'm doing a job on, if that makes sense. So thanks, Jim, for clarifying there. 0-2 is still the count here to Colin Cheddar. And now it's 1-2, actually. Swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout. Lucas Burgum records his 4th strikeout, and that will be 67 pitches for Burgum through 4 innings of play. To the 5th we go on Mandan. Can they get any insurance runs? We'll find out here in a moment on Magnitude Sports. Be right back.
Practice.
Boston Pizza harnessed Fanalytics to help optimize no-look dipping. Ooh, making adjustments so you can stay focused on the game. The playoffs at Boston Pizza, powered by Fanalytics.
At Boston's, we make crowd pleasers. Like this.
Yes. Woo!
And these.
So good!
And definitely this.
I love you!
Stop by or book your catering order online and we'll make you a fan.
Chief Banners, put your hands together for your batter, second baseman, number 13.
All right.
Olsen.
Tate Olson's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles, both of them to center field here in this contest. One ball and 1 strike now here to Tate Olson. Swung on towards third. Nice grab there by Weiler. He'll throw it over and complete the 5-3 ground out. One down. Tucker Horner, the batter now here for Mandan.
Batter, catcher, number 6, Tucker Horner.
And they'll call strike there on Horner. Horner 0 for 2, reached on an error and then struck out swinging. 1 hour and 25 minutes time of the game now. Swung on and bounces foul for strike number 2. Once again, this is game 1 of 4 today from Astoria Field in Dickinson. 1 out and the 0-2 count coming up here. Landon Olsen winds, delivers, misses outside. Horner didn't chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Horner, right-handed batter, as Olsen sent that last pitch out to the outside edge of the plate. And that one, oh, nice grab by David Seibel in left field. That was not an easy grab, but he made it, and that's out number 2. David Seibel had to make that grab on the run on the fly out ball that was nearing the left field foul line. And David Seibel had to use every ounce of stretch he had to make that catch while running, which was pretty impressive. Mason Oster's 2 for 2, a double to center and a single to center in that order. Can he get a triple to center this time? Probably, maybe not. I don't know, but that would be cool if he did. Just so I could say he's 3 for 3 with a single to center, a double to center, and a triple to center. Right now he's 2 for 2 with the single and double to center. And this one's going towards the shortstop, and it was actually the third baseman who picked it up, and Weiler will complete the 5-3 ground out, and that will be a quick stop to the top of the 5th. So now we go to the middle of the 5th here as they leave nobody stranded on base, and Dickinson's season is on the line. They need at least 1 run to keep their season going. Otherwise, it'll be Mandan moving on to the 4 o'clock game this afternoon. Let's see what the Rough Riders can do. They have at least 3 outs left, and they need at least 1 run to extend this game to the 6th. We'll see what happens when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned. Hey, it's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcast on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best, then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to them today.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, 1-0 here to Malachi Medina, and now 2-0. Medina's 0 for 0. He walked last time he was at the plate. We're at the 1 hour 30-minute mark of this ball game. Medina will send it to right, and he sent it. I could not see where he sent it, and it landed right behind home plate in row 2 of section 104.
That's a big stick football.
So it'll be. I'm wondering if a couple of the players lost track of that ball too, because I couldn't see it, and I was judging where I thought it was going based on where the players are moving to, and I should have paid attention to Tucker Horner, and I would have had a better idea of where that ball was going. But there's a strike. We're even at 2 balls, 2 strikes now. This one, a little blooper, and it'll bounce foul after about 2 or 3 bounces, and we'll stay at 2-2. Lucas Bergen, we're going to try and finish this one out here in 5 innings. If he can do it in 8 pitches or less, he might be able to return Saturday if the Chiefs can stick around in the tournament until Saturday. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And he's got 1 out. He needs to get 2 more outs.
Up to bat for the Rough Riders, the second baseman wearing number 12, Camden Kubis.
Camden Kubis 0 for 1 with a fly out to right field in this game. He'll show bunt. That bunt's popped up. Burgum dives and makes the catch. What a play by Lucas Burgum. And that records out number 2. And if he can get out number 3 in 6 pitches or 5 pitches or less, then he would likely be able to return on Saturday. That one will miss for a ball, 1-0. Jaden Bass grounded out to the shortstop, and he also walked as he returned to the top of the order for just the 3rd time in this game for Dickinson. The 1-0 pitch is going to miss outside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. And Burgum has 3 pitches to try and get that 3rd out. According to my numbers, we'll see if the coach pulls him or not at that 79th pitch. And that'll hit him. That one had to sting just a little bit. And I say that with a little comical sarcasm. Carson Weiler. No visit to the mound here from Mandan coaches, so they must be okay with Burgum going over that 80 pitch mark here.
We're the third baseman, number 7, Carson Weiler.
This is pitch 79 according to my numbers, and I've been keeping extra careful track here today. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Strike 2. If he can get a strikeout on this pitch here, he would still be good for Saturday. Actually, unless my numbers are off. But I don't think they are. I'm very confident in my numbers right here. And that one's fouled away. And with that fouled away pitch, Lucas Burgum's final day pitching in this tournament will be today. He is required to go on 4 days rest now as he reaches pitch 82 coming up here. And a swing and a miss. And that will be a strikeout. And that will do it. The Mandan Chiefs will play their 2nd game today against the Fargo Post 400 Stars at 4 o'clock Mountain, 5 Central, 6 Pacific, right here on Magnitude Sports.
10. And the Dickinson Rough Riders.
So Mandan 10 runs Dickinson. Dickinson finishes their season, including state tournament play, with an overall record of 14 wins and 20 losses, going 0-2 here in this double elimination tournament. Time of the game, 1 hour and 34 minutes. So Mandan will move on to play in the 4 o'clock Mountain Time game against Fargo Post 400. And Williston will be tuning into our next game to see who they're playing between Grand Forks and Jamestown, scheduled for a 1 o'clock start. We're at 11:37 local time. We'll see if they start that game early or not, but once again, it's scheduled for 1 o'clock. So worst case scenario, we're on in about an hour and 20 minutes from now, but we could be on sooner if they decide to start that game sooner. So congratulations to the Mandan Chiefs for staying alive in the tournament after an 8-1 loss to West Fargo. They bounced back with a 10-0 win over Mandan. And I put my score in the wrong spot there. And Dickinson's season comes to a close with an overall record of 14-20. And a tough break for Dickinson. Like I said earlier, a couple innings ago, the injury bug kind of hurt Dickinson coming into this state tournament. And if they had a good 5 or 6 of those 8-9 players that are out right now, it could be a different story. It could be. So, but good luck to the Rough Riders next season. Good luck to all the players for Dickinson in their upcoming fall sports, whether it is football or whatever other sports they might be playing this coming fall. And once again, 1 o'clock scheduled start for Grand Forks Jamestown. That's 2 Central, 3 Eastern. But we might get started with that one sooner. We'll see what they decide to do. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, because if you do, you'll get a mobile alert when we go live, if we do go live early. It's a good reason to subscribe. Once again, 1 hour, 34 minutes. Time of the game, 10-0 win for the Chiefs, including 2 home runs in the top of the third to account for 3 of the 6 runs scored in that inning. And that will do it for game 1 of 4 here on day 3 of this 2023 State AA tournament. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you again here in approximately an hour, maybe a little longer, maybe a little less. We'll be back soon.
Broadcast was an exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.